It's the Rex Show podcast, and one of my favorite beer places is up in Apple Hill.
Apple Hill, absolutely.
Apple Hill.
Camino, California.
Right above Placerville, a little bit outside of Sacramento, and it's Highway 50 Brewery. And we got my good buddy, Gary here, who we've hung out before. We've drank beers together.
Yep.
And you brought us some gifts. You brought us some beer, which is always a good thing.
How do I go without bringing beer, you know? It's
and then you brought the mugs, right?
Yeah.
And you brought me a hat, which I will wear and adore. And
well, I never thought I'd be able to replace your 49er hat, even for 5 minutes.
Yeah,
That's
well,
great.
it's that or a Giants hat, but, you know, we got to promote local beer.
Absolutely.
And you're our local beer guy. You and Diane do a great job up there in Apple Hill.
Thank you.
And you guys have this nice patio that folks can sit out, have a beer with social distance these days, grab a bite to eat and just kind of relax and enjoy the weekend, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Diana right now are really living our passion.
Right.
And we've created a place that we set out from the start to build a place where people could come, be comfortable, leave all their cares out in the parking lot and enjoy an afternoon.
Right.
And right now, as you know, people have their fair share of cares. But,
So we all need that. We all need that right now. And the thing I like is you immediately step into your place. And I just want to say, some beer places you go into, you feel like you need credentials to say that you've had a beer before.
Right.
Because the beer snobbery is just like over the top. And
it can be.
I've drank beer all my life.
Yeah.
My dad used to work for a beer company. So I grew up around beer. I'm not saying I'm any expert other than I know what I like. Right, I know what I like to drink. Right.
Yes.
That's
really
it.
what we look for is people coming in and just finding a beer they enjoy, and just that. We really push to for the local community, people coming in up and down Highway 50, going to Tahoe or whatever, to stop in and just have an enjoyable afternoon with no judgment on their connoisseur of beer qualities.
Right. Now, the interesting thing up in Apple Hill, at least I find it interesting, and I might be the only one, because we do some work with some wineries up there, right?
Right.
We were just at Rucksack, and I think we were at Crystal Basin a few weeks before that. Is you guys are the only kind of beer thing right there, and it's all wineries and wine tasting all around.
We are right in the middle of the Carson Road wineries, and people go out, they enjoy their wine in the afternoon, and they wind up at Highway 50 Brewery for a pizza and a beer and just a relaxing end to their days.
Yeah, it doesn't get any better, and it's such a great view. We're getting ready for the seasons to change again, and so that's always kind of fun. And it's becoming Apple Hill season, right?
Yes, we're gearing up. We're gearing up as we speak.
So tell us some of the beers you guys are serving right now.
Right now, we've got our house IPA, and it's a little twist on this one. We were fortunate enough to get some fresh hops.
Okay.
I picked them actually last Saturday morning. Had them in the beer that afternoon, and we just ran it over on tap yesterday morning early.
All right.
So it's a fresh hopped IPA with local Cascade hops.
Wow, that sounds terrific.
Oh,
and how many different beers do you guys serve?
Right now, we've got 8 on tap.
Okay.
We have got a very classic Irish Stout on tap.
Love the Irish Stout.
A very classic Scotch ale, and by classic I mean we brewed it old world way.
Right.
Yeah. There you go. It's a very expensive beer to make, but it's worth it when it's all done. So a portion of that is going to go back into rum barrels like we did last year.
Nice.
We'll sell those in bottles once it's ready to come out.
Okay, see, my last name's McNeil, so I'm Irish and Scottish. So,
there you go.
I got to keep both sides of the family happy. Right?
I understand. I'm Irish and Scottish myself. So.
I can tell.
We're in the kilt.
Yeah. And so it's the thing I think that you guys do great is you brew great beer. That folks can just come in and relax and have a beer and not worry about did they make the right choice and how do they look to their friends. It's a real relaxing environment. You guys have the pizza. Folks can relax on the patio during this time where there's social distance. And so it's a relaxing environment, which I find different than a lot of breweries these days.
Right.
That kind of, you feel pressure. You feel like, am I going to pick the right beer? Or,
That's, I mean, the reality is on that beer drinking should never be pressure. It should always be enjoyable.
Right.
And from a brewer's standpoint, when I can look out those glass windows and see people out on our patio right now, smiling, laughing, joking, meeting new people, spending time with them. That just makes my day as a brewer. That's why I do what I do. I love to make people smile, and I can't think of anything better than beer to create that.
Right. You have a passion for making beer, and you can tell every time I talk to you.
Thank you.
You're still getting excited about the new beer that you're bringing out, or this season's, whatever's coming out this season. You're excited about, and it's great to see that passion.
Well, thank you.
We're going to come back here in just a second, and we're going to get up close and personal with Gary. Not too personal. We'll keep our distance, and we're going to find out how he became a brewer, how he decided to start making beer. All right, because I find that to be a real interesting story for anybody. And especially when you're doing a career that you have passion for.
Exactly.
There had to be a moment, right? There had to be a moment that you decided, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I know there was a moment I decided to be on the radio. And that happened really, really young. And I probably needed counseling, didn't get it. I don't know what happened, but that's the way that goes. So we'll be right back. It's the Rex Show podcast with Gary from Highway 50 Brewery right after this.